Hi there, this is John from Commercial Real Estate Online. Welcome to the program. This is the podcast show for commercial real estate agents and brokers around the world. In this program, you will always get plenty of tips, tools and ideas in commercial real estate brokerage, sales, leasing or property management, office, industrial or retail. And so in today's program, we've got another very special topic for you. And of course, you should grab your coffee, grab your notebook and come back and listen to the program even a couple of times, because there will be ideas here that you can use every day in your real estate business. And by the way, the website for us is commercial-realestate-training.com. And now on with today's program, and I'll catch you at the other end. And so for today's program, I want to talk about vendor-paid marketing funds, because that can be and should be a big part of your listing process. And in this particular program, I'll give you 6 very special strategies to drive vendor-paid marketing funds into your real estate business, convert the business, get the sales or leasing transactions underway faster and more directly. So that is the program. And of course, grab that coffee and a notebook and listen to the program a couple of times. Here's the audio. I'll catch you at the other end. So vendor-paid marketing, what's it all about? How can you get more vendor-paid marketing funds as part of your listing process? In commercial real estate today, the marketing funds that you convert with every listing will significantly help you in the overall conversion to a transaction. Therefore, the best agents in the market can confidently and regularly convert vendor-paid marketing funds as part of the listing process. So it's time to think about that in your real estate business. It is a fact that many top agents will convert over $50,000 of vendor-paid marketing funds per month as part of attracting and converting listings. It really does work. It is a very positive equation to strive to achieve in your real estate business. So from that process, the inquiries for property locally will build, and the transactions will become more frequent. And the agent, of course, will build more local profile with the better properties suitably advertised. So like it or not, the marketing spend by the property owner is a big part of building your real estate business. Are you ready to sell those vendor-paid marketing funds? Do you have a process for that? And do you have a convincing argument to make sure the vendor understands the important factor of spending money on their property? So today I want to share some ideas behind the strategy and how you can build your real estate business more effectively using the advertising and promotion process. It should be said here that exclusive marketing should also go with vendor-paid marketing. The two go together. That is the exclusive listing process of the vendor-paid marketing process. They go hand in hand in any listing of any quality property. So this becomes a base strategy for you in your real estate business. It's something to think about and also to improve over time. And you can always improve your listing approach, your marketing approach, your focus on getting the best results for your client. So let's go down into the listing process and the choices that you have. If the client will not list exclusively with you, then it is likely that they are not genuine in the sale process, and they have a hidden agenda. It happens pretty frequently. So if that is the case, you have a choice not to take the listing. Remember that. You don't have to take any listing if you are uncomfortable with the client, the property, or the package of the listing. Now, of course, always ask deeper questions to try and get closer to the client's situation and their focus. Let's assume now that you can list the property on an exclusive basis, and the marketing approach is now the next question for the client to consider. So here are some ideas for that. Firstly, the marketing program for every listing must be strategically established. That will be with a focus on a target audience, a target market. You can always go deeper into a target market discussion. Always. Every time. The deeper you go, the better it gets. And when you do that, it's where you can explain how you will find the people and how you will approach them. And the client is always interested in your ideas, your recommendations, your choices, but above all else, above all of the things that you're talking about, your approach to get the target audience to inspect the asset. So most agents don't do that explanation process very well and go far enough into the strategic process of real estate marketing. So make that the base plan of your listing discussions. First, put yourself into the target marketing activities. Then put yourself in the listing recommendations. The two go hand in hand, but you are the common denominator between both. So make your listing processes very specific, simple, and easy to understand. Be that point of difference that your client needs in solving their property problem. I go back to those simple words. Specific, simple, and easy. Choose them, use them. The client doesn't like complications. The client likes resolve. And they certainly don't want to be an experiment in property marketing. So give them some solid ideas, some solid recommendations, and a timeline of solutions that they can see, feel, and work with. So it's not just what you say, it's what you show and how you connect with the client with your recommendations through the listing process, and vendor-paid marketing will be part of that. So let's look at starting the listing strategy and how you can work with it, improve it. Of course, you must start somewhere with your listing base plan. It would be best if you had a plan that is definite and not generic. Next, engage with the client to ensure that they understand the uniqueness of their property and the overall strategy that you will deploy to attract the inquiry. At that point, you can then go deeper into what you will do with the listing and how that will be so important to the client and their ultimate targets. Perhaps I should mention here again those particular words mentioned earlier, and that is specific, simple, and easy. Help the client to see how you can do all of that for them in the best way possible. So what is going on out there with commercial, retail, and investment property today in your location? Everything has changed over the last 12 months in real estate. That's a good thing. So review what's happening now and what people are looking for, what they're thinking, and get some statistics on prices, rents, supply, and demand. Of course, talking to people every day is a big part of any agent's activities. And if you're not getting enough inquiry or ideas with listings and market share, etc., have a solid look at what you're doing each day and talking to new people. That is the way forward. It's not complicated. It is the way forward. It does take a specific mindset and a process. Just as a side note here, it's okay to say that you're going to do it. It's another to actually do it. Now, typically, there are plenty of investors in the property market today looking for new purchasing opportunities for various reasons. Given that fact, you can adopt a target market approach with every property listing and list more properties exclusively with vendor-paid marketing funds. Don't make it hard, make it easy. That's it. Talk about where and how you will spend marketing money to get results. And of course, that only works well when you have a set target market of people by type and location. Have you done that? Can you improve that approach? So let's go on into the base plan of getting marketing funds. There are 6 items here that I'd like you to think about, comprehensively so. Here we go. Here is that checklist to help you get the marketing funds you need in commercial, retail, or industrial property listing today. Take these points and add to any other local issues that you are aware of. Number 1. Set the scene and the location for the discussion and or the listing presentation. Ensure that the conversations can be private and detailed, but above all else, not rushed. Make it easy for the client to talk to you. An hour will usually suffice to get the message across. An hour somewhere in a location where you can have a good talk and raise plenty of questions. Number 2. Seek to understand the client and their targets. That will involve asking plenty of direct questions about what the client wants to do and the ultimate target market. From that, you will be able to know if the targets are achievable. You should also understand, of course, if the client really knows what's going on in the property market today, or are they just hopeful? If they are hopeful and not realistic, you have some conditioning to do. And you'll need market evidence for that. Which leads me to point number 3. Provide visual indicators and statistics about the current property market and the property type. Go deeply into that. Don't be generic. That's the rule today. There are too many agents out there chasing business. Your ability to go deeply into things directly and support that with visual tools, visual approaches will help you. The visual approach works very well in commercial real estate. Give the client something tactile in addition to anything you may say. Tactile means reading, reviewing, and handling. Now, graphs are great for that, and statistics, and they can then support your approach to the discussion. Number 4. Provide a target market for the property as you see it today. From that, you can then show the fundamental strategies in your approach to boost inquiry. Ensure that you are putting yourself into the solutions of marketing and promotion. You have to be the dominant figure in making this work. Show that you do know how to reach out to people locally to boost that inquiry for the client with their property. Not generically so, but very specifically so. Most agents don't do that well at all. Now, this can be the key advantage that you can develop for all of your listing presentations. In one word, go deeper. That's it. Go deeper and then put yourself into the solutions, the recommendations, and the strategies. Number 5. Make recommendations relating to the listing, the approach, the timing, and the inspections. A Gantt chart is very good for that. A Gantt chart is actually a chart that you can do on Excel. The chart will allow you to put an axis of time and the issues involved over each other to list that particular property and market it to the target audience. In other words, on the x-axis, you will have the timeline. On the y-axis, you will have the different things that need to be done with that particular property. And don't be generic in that process. Make sure you go deeply into the key things that are important to getting a result for that client with their property. When you put those two things together in a Gantt chart, you can then graphically display it and put it into your proposal. So easy, so effective, very special. So number 6, the last point. Always ask for the listing and the marketing money as part of a total package. It is a package. You've got to talk about it that way. All the bits fit together. When the bits fit together, it's easy to say to the client, well, this is how it works. This is what's going to happen. This is what you need to do, Mr. Client, to move ahead. In other words, everything is linked, logical, and easy to follow. Make it easy for the client to use your services deeply, directly, exclusively, and specially. So I've mentioned 6 things there for you to think about. I'll just recap very simply. 6 things. Number 1, set the scene and the location. Number 2, understand the client and their targets. Number 3, provide visual indicators and statistics. Number 4, provide a target market that the client understands. Number 5, make clear recommendations. And number 6, ask for the listing. Using these ideas, you can improve your approach to listing any property in any market, and you can position yourself as the best agent for the job. That can be your approach to marketing and listing, and that can help you be more successful in your activities in brokerage. I go back to that simple fact I mentioned earlier. Don't be generic, there is no point. Today you can be deeply professional, comprehensively so, solidly recommending certain strategies to the client that really take their property to the next level for the best possible result in sales or leasing. Do it, try it, it really does work. Try it and modify it to suit your situation locally with the preferred property types and the clients you work with, wherever they are. You know who they are. You know what your clients are by type, by location, and what they're thinking. And of course, you understand what the property market is doing. You can position yourself around all of those things. Finally, ask for the marketing funds and have 3 alternative budgets and campaigns so the client can make some choices. So there you go. That is the strategy to improve your marketing position for vendor-paid marketing funds in commercial real estate today. These points, these ideas will give you significant leverage to move ahead in commercial real estate today. And so that is the program for today. I hope you've got some ideas from that to help you with your advertising campaigns, your listing processes, and indeed vendor-paid marketing funds. These ideas can help you get more success from the listings that you undertake. It is all strategic. It is all professionally so. So enjoy the ideas. Don't forget to listen to the program a couple of times so you are really latching on to the key points of what you can improve in your location. So this is John Hyman, signing off for today. I'll catch you again very soon online. And so that is the program for today. Plenty of things there for you to think about. That's what real estate is all about. Thinking, planning, and doing. Every day you can improve the things that you did yesterday. And consistently so, over time, will give you the leverage points that you want as a broker to grow your market share and of course attract listings and clients. So in closing, don't forget to visit our website, which is commercial-realestate-training.com. I'll see you there with many other tips, tools and ideas in commercial real estate brokerage around the world. Thanks for listening today. Subscribe while you're here and I'll catch you at the website. Catch you soon.